Removed 16 gigabits 2933 MHz and added 64 gigabits 3200 MHz, very fast, clean product and easy to upgrade. Adding the RAM took 5 minutes, though you may not access the computer panel often. Being able to upgrade your computer easily is a thing that seems lost on the computer industry today. MacBooks are a great example of a product that is now more limited due to the restricted upgradability. Very happy to be able to make changes going forward. Was looking at building my own, very glad I did not. Out of all the companies that make Alienware-like computers, none have the brand identity of Alienware. Cases 10/10 sound is 8/10 of setup 10/10 of upgrade 10/10 all around 9/10, only missing a bigger cooler and a Threadripper. My son absolutely loves this configuration. Instead of a car for his birthday, he wanted a gaming computer instead. He cannot believe how impressive and fast this thing is. The graphics card is top of the line, no doubt. Totally recommend this one for all online gaming. Processor description Ryzen 9 3900 memory size, 32 GB hard disk size, 1 TB graphics description, AMD RX 5700 XT style gaming desktop. I purchased this for my grandson who is heavy into gaming. He plays Call of Duty, Minecraft. So he wanted something that was state-of-the-art. I was a high-end system builder from 1991 to 2001, so I spent a couple of hours updating myself on the technology changes, CPU, GPU and buses. I decided on this system for 3 key reasons. Processor: the AMD versus Intel question here answers itself. AMD 12 cores, Intel 8 cores. Each core on another CPU, so why have 8 if you can have 12 for less money? Yes, you can argue the finer points about Intel's slightly better performance without a high-end GPU or the slightly higher clock rate, you will lose. Lastly was the PCI-Express support for future GPUs and even faster SSDs via the new AMD X570 chipset. This was a great value for the investment. It would have cost me around $2K to build something similar, which would also have left me on the hook to support its smile. Now that the pictures and description accurately reflect the product you're getting, for a gaming computer, this device so far functions as desired. Had some brief weirdness early on where the computer would just shut itself off, but those seem to have stopped. Kicks off a lot of heat, but that's what you get with a high-end gaming rig. I feel like if this is what you want, you get your money's worth at least, so far, for the first few weeks. Now, I'd be happy to know if Dell would be willing to swap this out for a white case, since that's the one I wanted and was advertised here. We shall see. Runs all my games on Ultra everything and has minimal bloatware versus my Asus and MSI comps. For those who are interested, Bannerlord runs with unlimited ragdolls, bodies, and easily handles 600 plus battles. Warhammer 2 runs Ultra everything as well. Mordau and Insurgency Sandstorm also run smoothly on max settings, not very demanding games though. So as of November 2020 you can expect this desktop to be top tier and probably be future-proof for some time. Want to add that the cooling system makes a ton of sense. It sucks in cold air from the left and shoots hot air straight up. My last gaming comp shot hot air directly below itself, and since heat rises, I think that's what fried it low. They don't have a liquid-cooled version on here, so the fans can get a little loud. It's about the same as an Asus and MSI gaming comp that I had in the past though. First off, I haven't toned this thing long enough to review the PC. It behaves great. 2 8GB RAM sticks, and the rest matches the description. All the mods are from the options you get if you order it from the manufacturer. I used Amazon with a slight discount. My removed star is simple. The case, while amazingly easy to use, doesn't look like an Alienware at all. It looks like a trash can with a tiny logo on it. As if you're copying Apple. It's basically an XPS with a slightly different logo. I'm old enough to remember what they looked like and why people bought them. This is neither. But aside from killing the magic of Alienware, it's not a bad system. Compared to the configurator on their website, and at least for now, you're getting a good deal, well worth the price. Plan to purchase 2 more for family. TLDR, you are getting a good product that does exactly what it says it will do and does include everything they say it should. The fan moaning noise is the biggest and probably worst flaw in an otherwise great system. I'm overall happy with the computer. It's a powerful computer that's easy to upgrade and looks nice, plus includes technology like PCI-Express for a bit of future-proofing. If you can tolerate some flaws in the design, this is a great system. If you're looking for perfection, which as we know is very rare in a product, it's this system with a top fan that's a bit quieter and an AIO water-cooled CPU. You'll be happy as long as you understand what you are buying, however. The pros for this R10 3700X 5700 XT combination: very fast processor, video encoding is so much faster than the i7 2600 I was using, and a XPS 8300 very fast video card that stays cool. Very pleased with this card. 100 FPS in Division 2 Ultra with HDR at UWHD, 2560 by 1080, at 80C and 70% fan speed, should do 1440p no problem. I've heard there is great overclocking potential in these cards, but I'm happy with the card the way it came. Connects at PCI-4. 0x8, not x16, but that's not a bottleneck considering it's as fast as PCI-3. 0x16. AMD X570 chipset, fast SSD, PCI boot drive, 512GB 3, 500/MB second read, 1800/MB second write, speeds with auto tests surprisingly fast, HDD data drive 1TB 195MB per second read, 91MB per second write, speeds with auto tests. Case design is sturdy, looks modern, and has an illuminated front with 2 zones of 16 million colors. Allows expandability with 2 accessible PCI slots, 4x and 8x. I think there is a third slot too, but the video card blocks it, and 2 open 2.5 inches drive slots already wired for power. The 3.5 inches slot is filled with a 3.5 inches 7200 RPM 1TB HDD, and the M.2 PCI slot filled with PCI-4. 0x4 512GB SSD. Included keyboard and mouse are not bad. Cons: runs loud is only a con because of the sound the top case fan is making. It's like a low moan. I recorded it for Dell support and explained, but they said it's all within specifications and nothing is actually wrong. I'm not happy with the sound, but maybe I'm just a silent snob. CPU is air-cooled and is quickly thermally throttled during hard tests, but does reach its guaranteed speeds, which you should know does not include the maximum boost speed being sustained. Although told I would have fan control in a BIOS upgrade by support, which dropped and was installed a week ago, I still have no control over fans or overclocking within ACC. And at this point, the system appears to use the top case cooling fan as the primary cooling device, and leaves the air cooling CPU fan at a constant speed during my limited testing to keep the noise levels down. Case is larger than it has to be, but is sturdy and has space in the top for a 120mm radiator. However, I don't quite understand why they didn't make the space large enough for a longer 2x120mm radiator too. Click link in description for purchase and more reviews.